So while you're working on your WordPress website, on your menus here, your menu, you might want to have an effect where you have a drop-down list, but you don't want the main menu item here, this text here, to be clickable. As you can see here, when I click on this is supposed to be, these are different categories. Now this has sub menu items. So, but I don't want a situation where this is clickable. So as you can see, it's easily clickable, and that's really not the behavior I want. I just want it to be an item that I can hover on, and it will display these drop-down items. So how do we go ahead to achieve this in WordPress? So this is my WordPress backend admin panel. When you come over here, you come over to appearance. Under appearance, you go to menus. Once you click that, you'll have the menu you have what you're working with. But if you don't have that one displayed here, you can select the menu to edit here. So you can say I have company links, main menu, secondary menu, depending on what you named your menu. So this main menu is the one I'm working with, and it's already loaded up here. As you can see, main menu. So I have my menu structure here: time series, exclusive, spotlight, and other things here. But this is the particular one I'm looking at. Now, if when you created this menu, probably you can see other things here are categories, but this one I made it to be a custom link specifically for this reason. But you might have inherited the website, and what you had was a category here. So in that case, you will have to add a custom link. All right, so you create a new custom link. But if you have a custom link already, that's not a problem. So, but for the sake of this, I'm going to create a new custom link. So you can see there is a URL space for this here. For the sake of time, I'm just going to put hash there. Normally it will be a link, whatever link you want to anywhere. But I'm just going to put a hash, and this hash, of course, with your knowledge of web development, you will know that this will just lead you to the same website, just reloads the site and doesn't take you anywhere. So text link, so I'm just going to add example menu, just for the sake of this, and that's it. I'll add it to my menu. Remember, this is custom link. Now I want to display a couple of drop-down items under this example menu. Now, in fact, let me save this menu and let's see how it is on our site. Well, we'll reload. So you can see example menu is here as a normal menu item, but I want to make it a drop-down item. So I'm just going to, from the categories I have here, or maybe from the pages I have here, I'm just going to select a couple of items and I'll add it under this. So I'm just going to select stories, about, newsletter, and home. Now click add to menu. All right. So once I add these items, so you could do any other thing, it could be categories, you can view all, do anything you want here, add other custom links, whatever you want to do. So you can see they have been added here as ordinary menu items. So they will appear side by side with these other items, but that's obviously not what we want to do. So we're going to drag, I'm explaining this for those who don't know how to create sub menu items on WordPress. So I'm just going to drag this. You can see stories, I'll drag it just in a bit. So it has become a sub menu item for example menu. I'll do that for all of these other ones. You know, if you want to create even another level for your menu, you can go ahead and do this, right? You can do this. So this becomes a sub menu item for this. So once we have done that, let's save now and see that we have this sub menu item now available. Just going to switch and Ctrl R, reload this page. And now you can see our example menu item has now become a sub menu selector. So you have your items here and you can see even another tertiary menu item here. But again, back to our point, you can see when I hover over example menu, it's clickable, and that's not what we want here. We want it to just be an item that when we hover over it, these items will drop down. Now, you might not really understand the impact this has on your site, if you're browsing on a desktop computer interface. But when you minimize this you minimize your site and you have a mobile view of your site, you just take that browser down to a mobile interface kind of. Now, when you do this, especially when you're using your phone and you click on this, when you want to minimize this, you see the problem there. You usually will not get that effect of minimizing your menu. Rather, it will click on that menu item, so it will take you to the link that this menu item will lead to. All right, rather than minimize and give you your menu as it was expected to be. So it's on mobile devices that you normally see the effect of this. So how do you change this? Simply go back to your menu, right? Under example menu, remember, is a custom link. You see, I already made this and hash here previously, so it could be any other thing, right? It could be a link. So totally remove that link. Now, why didn't I do that when I was creating this custom link here, menu item here? Because if you try doing that, right, if you create a custom link and you say link, for example, and you leave here vacant, and you try adding it to menu, you see it turns red, so it won't even go through. It needs you to add something, whether it's a dot or a hash, a pound icon, or any other thing, a link there, right? So that's why we didn't do that at first. But once you've added your custom link menu here, you realize that you can now remove everything in the URL and leave it vacant, right? Now, there's nothing here. So once we've done that, we go ahead and save our menu. Just save our menu. Now, when you go back to your website and reload it. Now, this time around, when you hover over this menu item, you can see it's no longer clickable. All it does is that it gives you, once you click on it or you hover over it, it just gives you your drop-down items. And that's how you get to achieve this effect. I just learned this today and I felt I need to share this for people who understand my explanations better. So if you find this useful, remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, just to be sure, on our mobile interface right now, you can see the impact that this has. Drop down, and when you click on it, you have your menu behave as you would expect rather than behave erratically. So that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.